welcome back. What we're gonna go over is the last movie in the original X-Men trilogy, and it's X-Men: The Last Stand. I'm not looking forward to this one. Well, I'm just gonna go over the positives first. Some of the positives I have is definitely Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. He always brings it to these movies. I yet to see a movie with him as Wolverine being bad. It's great seeing that some of the X-Men characters, like, oh, it's really great to see Casey Grammer or something like that. I'm butchering names. I'm not really caring looking up what their names are, but the guy that plays Beast in this one, I think he looks phenomenal. That makeup, to me, I'm just like those prosthetics and how he looks. To me, when I saw him, I'm like, yeah, that's Beast brought to live action. So I will give it that. Um, with the story, like some of the problems I do have with this, just like they have two different storylines going on in this movie, and I feel like they're both really good storylines, but for their own movies. But they decided to cram it all into one for some reason. Like you have one storyline where it's dealing with the mutant cure, where it's like it they develop this cure where they give you this medicine, and then you're not mutant anymore. And you obviously have groups like the X-Men and other characters where they're for it, they're not for it. They're like, why change something? We're born like this. Why change it? And then you have other people where it's like, you know what? I don't want my powers. I don't want to deal with these anymore. I just want to get rid of them. So yeah. So I think that's pretty interesting. I just don't think they do it so well to the point where it's like I really care about these people's decisions or their opinions on it. Because, like I said, not only we're dealing with that, we're also dealing with the return of Jean Grey. Because spoiler alert, in the last one, she dies. Supposedly she dies. She comes back. She always comes back. But I mean, and they're bringing this whole Dark Phoenix saga into this movie, which I'm a really personal fan of. My first introduction to the Phoenix Saga was the X-Men anime series. And I thought that was really well done in that cartoon that was done in the 90s. But in this movie, I felt like it was kind of like more in the background, which is like I feel like you obviously you have your own movie with it. They redo this in X-Men: The Dark Phoenix that just came out last year. And I've had a lot of people say, well, they did it better in X-Men: The Last Stand. And I have to disagree with them because it's like, I feel like in that movie, we're going to get more into that one when I get to that movie. But my general thoughts, I like it way better than this one. And I feel they really focus on Jean Grey way more into that one than we got in this one. So, um, I feel like it just could have been done a lot better. I think they should have just focused on one storyline and then just went with that. I don't think they should have even done the Phoenix Saga in this movie just because I think they should just let it rest. Like, okay, like, just play it to the fact that, oh, Jean's dead. Like, let's try to focus on other things and develop more of the mutants in this world. And some other thing I don't like it starts off with Mystique's captured, and it's like how is she captured? Because in the last one she was with Magneto, so it doesn't even really explain. I think they do explain it like how she got captured, but I wish we could have seen that. And to me, I felt like it was just like, well, we need to have Mystique captured just so Magneto could go save her, and we're introduced to these other characters. Um, and here's another thing too, like from the last movie, like Nightcrawler was such a standout in X2 X-Men United, and then this one he's not there. He's not even mentioned. No nothing. I don't like that. I hate when they do these in these movies where you have one, like in the first X-Men where you had Sabretooth, you had Toad, and then in the next one like they're not even mentioned at all. So I honestly don't understand that. And another thing, the way they do with Charles Xavier, I always love Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier, but the way they do his character in this movie, where, well, I don't want to spoil it, but um, they do something with his character, and you think it will have more emotional impact on me because it's just, you really like the character and he's like such a father figure to all these people. But to me, I was just like, I just thought it was dumb. I thought it was silly. I didn't really care too much when it happened. I was just like, really, that's how they're gonna do it? Oh well. Um, they do bring in Juggernaut. I was a really big fan of Juggernaut in the comic books and cartoons. Juggernaut's a stepbrother of Charles Xavier, which they're not in this movie. Um, and honestly, he just looks stupid. Like he literally looks like a porn star trying to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm the Juggernaut." And I'm not really a big fan. Like, and the fact that's like we got to see the Juggernaut kind of fight. Oh, fight Wolverine a little bit. You think that would have been so awesome to see, but to me, I'm like, eh. Like I'd rather just watch the cartoon version of that. Um, what else? Cyclops. Now with Cyclops in the first one, he's there a little bit. He does a little bit. That I was like more excited. Like he's introduced, so you're like, oh, I can't wait to see more what he's gonna do in the next one. You get to the next one, he gets captured, he gets beaten out. Like he's barely fucking in there, and I'm like, okay, well maybe in the third one. And I watched the third one. I'm just gonna say it, he dies, and it's just like, to me that just really makes me mad. You might be like, why are you spoiling it? But here's the thing: it's because he's literally only there for a few minutes, and then he gets killed off. It's because in real life he was also doing Superman Returns, so I guess he had to go. The actor had to go do that more, which to me that movie's a bore fest as this. So it's kind of just like, not only we get a kind of mediocre X-Men movie where we don't get a really good Cyclops into it, and then we also got a mediocre Superman movie. So I don't know. That one kind of sucks. We get introduced to Angel. I like the introduction of him when he's a little kid. He's trying to take off his wings. His father catches him and all that. I thought that was a pretty good opening to showing his character. Um, but then it shows him like 3 times afterwards, where it's like one, he's trying, like he's about to get the cure, but he doesn't. He flies away. And the second time he walks into Charles's school and he's like, "Oh yeah, I want to be part of the school." And then another time he saved his father, and it's just like, and that's all. That's all you see of him, and it's like, and you will see posters of X-Men 3, and he's like wearing the suit, and it's like, why is he wearing the suit? And he doesn't even do shit in the movie, like, oh, like right here, like he's wearing the suit, but it's like you don't even do anything. You don't even wear the suit itself in the movie. Like, I don't know. I guess you could be like, well, they're saving him for the fourth one, which we never got a fourth, like X-Men movie in this, the continuation of this story, I guess. Let's see. You know, Magneto, he was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. There's just some moments it's kind of just like doesn't make sense, especially stuff that was dealing with Charles. Where just like Magneto would not go that way if that would have happened, and the fact that he was still pushing on forward, like not really caring, and just like that makes me not really care what happened in that situation. Mm, um, I'm saying this movie, it had really good potential. It has this good moments. Like the final action scene was pretty cool. Like seeing Wolverine, Beast, Colossus, Rogue, Iceman, Kitty Pryde, like just seeing them all teaming up to stand on Storm, like just go fight against Magneto and his goons. And the thing I don't like about it is just like you get all these extra mutants that we don't really know about. Like so when they're just beating them down, it's like you don't really care who, like, and you don't even know what the fuck their powers are. Like a bunch of them just like, I guess they're just strong. One dude can just like you cut off his arms and he would just grow back all quick, but he gets kicked in the nuts and he's down for the count. Um, I don't know, and they even introduced this one kid where if you get like really close contact, he will take away your powers, and somehow now he's part of Charles Xavier School, which is like, why? And how's he, like, I don't know, like to me I was like, that would suck to go to that school now. Um But yeah, like to me, this movie is kind of really mediocre. Like it's not that bad. I'll still give it like a 6.3 out of 10. To me, I still like. There's some elements I do like about it. I kind of just watch it just to get a laugh and just be like, oh well, that kind of sucks, but oh well. I just have this movie just be part of my X-Men collection. Like to me, I just need to have every fucking movie into these franchises. Um, would I say go out and watch this? Honestly, I wouldn't. Like, to me, it's kind of disappointing because I really love the first two. I really like the first one. I really love the second one. But when it came to this one, it was kind of disappointing, and that's what sucks. I mean, we still get some really good X Men movies down the line, and we get some pretty bad ones after this one, which I'm not really looking forward to talking about it. But I think it will be fun just to really just talk shit about that movie. But anyways, I wouldn't really go out and buy it or anything like that. I would kind of just say skip it because especially there's a lot of continuity errors after this one because they're like, well, we kind of just want to skip through. We want like all the directors and the producers and all the Fox Studios were like, yeah, let's kind of like get away from this one. So, like I just said, like skip it. Go watch other better X-Men movies, and I will see you guys next time.